Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're discussing a new topic, Ilia Topuria's legacy. I'm excited to get into this one, Sam. What about you?
Brother, who this guy? He don't have question. He just listen us.
Weird. Okay, for sure. So after Topuria's decisive and dominant win this weekend over Oliveira, there's been a lot of talk as to where he places all-time on the all-time list. People are already talking like that. After 3 good wins, we can get into how good they are in a little bit. But I'm excited to get into this one just because, you know, there's a lot of controversy. Sam, how do you think this win over Charles Oliveira affected his legacy?
So I think he's top 15. No doubt in my mind. He beat 3 legends back to back to back. It was just cinema. Okay. It's one of the greatest 3 finishes I've ever seen in my life. Wow. You know? Hey. Wow. Hold on. Wait, yo. No, but it was great to see, and I think he's top 15. Not top 10 yet. Maybe he's like
top 15 of all time or
all
this
time,
week?
All time.
All time. Okay.
All time. If you give me a list, I'll tell you who he's better than.
Top 15 of all time. That's what you're telling me. He's top 15 after those performances. All right, first, let's get into those performances. First, okay, he beats Volk, right?
Amazing.
Let me ask you a question. Out of any of those 3 fighters that he beat, Volk, Max the GOAT, and Oliveira, were any of them in their prime?
Max.
Wrong.
Huh? Max was not in his prime. He's 32 when he fought.
Okay, but if we were to put his prime on a scale, I'd argue he's in the back end of his prime.
No, because he just beat Justin Gaethje. He just slept Justin Gaethje, and it was only a couple months after that, so you cannot.
Okay, fine. That's a close argument. I'll give you Max. We can say Max is in his prime. What about Volk or Oliveira?
Oliveira, he had a good win over Michael Chandler. Now, I'm not saying in his super prime. Okay, he is
Michael Chandler, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. freaking 2-8, 2-7 in the UFC.
Is Patty gonna get a title shot next?
Yes, that's how the UFC works. That doesn't mean he was in his prime. Okay, so you're saying Max was. What about Oliveira? Was he in his prime?
The tail end, but I wouldn't say he declined that severely.
And what about Volk?
Volk?
I mean Islam's son.
Oh, stop it! That's blasphemy.
2 times knocked out cold, and this dude has the audacity to say that he was on a 3. What do you say? 3 best fights you've ever seen, back to back to back. 3 best finish streak. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. So I think he's nowhere near. Okay. He's probably top 25. Top 25. Top 20. Okay. You know, I have him not in the top 15. I'll tell you about that. You know why? Because he's not better than these fighters I'm going to talk about right now. I created a list. When I found out we were going to be discussing this today, I knew you were going to be on your BS. So I'm going to list off some fighters, and 1 through 15, no particular order. Okay. And you tell me which ones he's better than. All right. All right. We start with GSP.
Hell no.
He's not better than GSP? No. I don't think so either.
He's the GOAT.
Okay. What about DC?
No.
Okay, I was going to end this out. This would have been our final video if Sam said something crazy like that.
DC had an insane run. Yep. Stipe, John Jones, but he didn't beat him, but still. Yeah. Just had a great run.
Yeah, okay. What about Izzy?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, why do you think so? Silly.
I think so, yeah.
For the sake of YouTube, I'm going to use the word silly.
Okay.
He's better than Izzy.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
When he was champion at 145, how many title defenses does he have?
He had 1.
Okay. Against who?
Against Max. You're a GOAT.
Okay. And at 155, how many title defenses does he have?
Hey, man, he just started. He's going to be Patty.
Oh, okay.
But he beat Oliveira, though.
He's Patty the body. Okay, well, do you know how many Izzy had?
I guess 5.
He had 5. You were
5
right.
Against
he had 5.
One of the
Cans? Cans? Whitaker twice as a can?
Hey, he didn't even have a title defense. He just won, you know. He didn't even have a title defense.
Stop, bro. What about? Okay, well, I heavily disagree with you on that one. Just for the simple fact that Izzy was like what Topuria is trying to be now. I'm gonna fight every 2 weeks. I'm gonna be excited, and I'm gonna do all these things. I'm gonna knock people out. He did it for I think it was like a 3-year period. During COVID, he carried that. This man was out there fighting every other week, putting his life on the line. He has one of the greatest. He has the greatest fight celebration of all time. After losing, being down bad, this dude follows him from another dimension, from another sport, gets off of a couch, stops drinking, comes and beats him, and he has a wake up, and he comes out to that 1-star headstrong, comes out, knocks bro out after being hurt again, hits him with 3 arrows, bro, like that.
But Chama was drained though.
Oh, he's drained. Now he's drained.
If you're gonna use that,
wait. Isn't that your favorite fighter though?
He is my favorite.
Oh, okay. So what was that? What would you call that night?
He's better than Izzy, by the way. Top 10.
No, he's not. You're smoking.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Chama's better than Izzy.
No, he's not.
Guaranteed.
No,
he's better.
You know what? Last time they fought, what happened?
Was it 3-1? Was that 3-1?
Actually, if we really want to get into it.
And he was in his prime.
Listen, we could talk about this all day, but that'll be another video. Actually, we should talk about that one day because there's a lot that needs to be said about that. Okay, but so we disagree on one. Not sure how. Anybody who watches this, I know we get like 6 viewers who aren't like our family or something, but if anybody has an opinion on this and you guys are still here, let me know if you think that Topuria, after beating 3 old men, being a 36-year-old Charles Oliveira, pretty good Max.
35,
He's turning 36 in a couple months. A Max who's he I would say he's on the back end of it. It doesn't matter. He's been fighting for 12 years and he's in the UFC for 12 years, something crazy like that, or 10 years. And Volkanovski, who's coming off of 2 knockouts from the Nurmagomedov relative, is better than
Wait, he's coming off 2 knockouts. He only got knocked out once in the head by Islam.
Okay, yeah, but he got beat up the first fight against Islam.
No, it was a close fight. What do you mean? That was a close fight.
He got beat up.
Well, he lost, yeah.
Yeah,
it was a close fight.
And then John Jones, I have in my notes here, John Crackhead Jones. Is he better than John Jones?
Listen, I because of the steroids, I really want to take him out, but no.
Okay, Mighty Mouse.
No.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say.
No.
Oh, you're right.
Mighty Mouse, I love Mighty Mouse.
Dominic Cruz.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Easy. He's
recency bias, bro.
Easy.
Recency bias.
Oh, no.
We talked about it on the Rob versus Dominic Cruz bantamweight GOAT debate. That
The
Dominic
only
Cruz.
good one that he has is Mighty Mouse that he has.
I guess TJ Dillashaw was never born.
He's steroid cheat, though.
It don't matter. John Jones is steroid cheat, and you have him over Topuria over him.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but you have him.
I really don't.
And he's not better than Dominic Cruz. Bro, he just entered here. He hasn't done nothing. He's beat 3 good people, sure, but we haven't seen him beat any of the upcomers yet. He hasn't beat Armin. He hasn't beat Patty. He hasn't beat Justin. So he could eat the vets up, sure. I think he's going to cook Justin Gaethje if he fights him. Easy.
I don't even want to see that.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Justin on the floor again. But, nah, bro. Again, so you have 2 wrong answers so far.
Oh, my.
Okay, next one is Anderson Silva. Is he better than Anderson Silva?
Better steroid cheat?
Is he better than Anderson Silva? Okay.
He's steroid cheat, though.
Okay, for sure. What about Khabib Nurmagomedov?
No.
Yeah, I agree. All right, and next we have Jose Aldo.
That's a tough one.
If you feel it, say it.
You can't say, okay, I'm going to say yes.
Casual.
I'm going to say yes.
Terrible take.
I'm going to say yes.
Jose Aldo.
You want to know why? You want to know
this
why?
dude ran so fools like Topuria could walk and win 3 fights, and people like you would come in and be like, "Oh, this man's the freaking GOAT. He's top 15 after beating 3 old people."
This dude lost that.
Hell no. Yes, on the back end of his career.
30 years old is end of prime.
When did he start?
At 30 years old is the end of prime.
Wasn't he fighting in WBC or whatever?
WWE.
Hey. No, well, he was fighting with the old division, and he had the belt. He came over here and he ran the division similar to. He probably did. I think. How many title defenses did he have? I'm not sure, but I know it was a grip.
He had like I think 5.
5, bro. But also you think of the time it takes a toll to defend the belt. That's why Conor always gets ripped because he was a 2-time champion, but he never defended the belt. Ilia defended it once. Sure, it was a good fight against a very formidable opponent, whom I may ask was already cut because he was already fighting 155. Did Max fight Justin at 145? 155, right? So you're saying he has to go up for the first time in I think 13 months, go back down to 145. So I'm just saying, bro, he has his wins. Sure, but it's still cutting down. As you get older, it becomes harder to cut. Like, you know this. So it's like, no, I can't sit here and be like, oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I can't say he's better than Jose Aldo. Not even close.
I think
Okay, what about Usman?
Usman?
Kamaru Usman. Man who's still doing it to this day, beating the Young Bucks. Which we haven't really seen your guy Topuria do yet.
He's be a young buck. What you mean? He beat Bryce Mitchell.
But as the champ, yeah, for sure. No, he has. And Bryce Mitchell's formidable. But I'm saying, as the champion, are you beating the people who are upcoming? So far, he's only fought people who've had it already. But as my main argument throughout this entire video is that they're on the decline. Except for Max. Max cut.
Is not
But he cut weight again. He cut the weight.
But he's gonna beat him at 135. If he fights him again, you know who's gonna win at 155.
Max Holloway, baby.
Oh, hell, corny.
8th planet, 9th planet,
Corny.
11th planet, whatever they call him, Las
Corny.
Vegas, bro. I'm not going to, bro. Max Holloway.
Get
Blessed
outta
Express.
here. Get outta
We're
here.
going to next.
Hey,
I
he'll
don't know,
destroy
whatever
that
they say.
chin again.
Aloha. Ohana
He'll
Beach
bully
family,
that chin again.
Whatever you got to say. That was an off.
Hey, he's the next BJ Penn.
Wait. What round did that fight go to?
Who, for Max?
Max and Ilia. 3 rounds. And who was winning up to that point?
It was a 1-1.
It
was 1-1.
I have it 2-1. I have it 2-1.
Oh, okay. Well, he's biased again.
I'm not. No, non-biased opinion.
Oh,
Topuria.
Hey.
Okay.
Check.
Check out. Okay, we'll get to that. These next are gonna be fun.
Okay.
Volk.
Oh,
He's
no.
not better than Volk all time.
No, like resume-wise, no. I can't even say that. No way.
Max Holloway.
No.
Okay, we would have ended this video for a second time if you said Max Holloway.
But he's like close.
No, he ain't close to. He ain't close to nothing. He ain't close to nothing.
Very close.
Okay.
I think if he goes up against Armin.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's an atrocious one. But okay, I respect it. And just based off of his resume.
For Ilia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ilia's resume is looking really good, but Max has a really good resume too. He beat Jose Aldo.
He wins his bout. You just referenced it earlier. He knocked out the knockout guy. He's beat Yair. Bro, he's beat everyone at 145. Him and Volk. He got robbed against Volk. Fight 1. 100%.
No, fight 2 was fight 2.
Fight 2?
He beat him, and fight 2.
Fight 2 and 3 then. I know he got robbed too. One of them was like silly robbage.
No, it dropped fight 2.
Okay. Stipe?
Yeah. He beat DC, so no, I can't say that.
Yeah,
but he's also on the. Stipe is also like.
That's when I'll give you. That's when I'll give you.
He's on his
I
way
think
out.
him getting actually dog walked by John Jones plays a little.
42,
Exactly. That's what. But I'm saying it leaves like a bad taste in our mouth. It's why you're like glazing to Topuria because of the recency bias when it comes to the win. People feel that way towards Stipe because it's lost.
Stipe is actually a really good fighter. It's just that 42 years old. That's like that'd be like Ilia fighting Volk at like 38 or something. Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's gonna do it. I appreciate you guys tuning into this one. My Sam is like kind of go back and forth and kind of try to help him out. I'm trying to tell him, hey Sam, you're kind of silly, and I'm gonna keep using silly because we're on YouTube, and I don't want to get Oh, you have another point. Sam has another great point for us, everybody.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This man is a dinosaur. He's stuck in the past. All those other guys that he mentioned, he's fighting dinosaurs from like a bygone era. These guys, the new guys, are much more advanced. They're way better than the guys that they've defended in the past. Like some of the Mighty Mouse defenses, he's way better than some of the Mighty Mouse defenses. But Mighty Mouse is still better because of the amount of defense. He's like freaking 11 or 12. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's my take.
That's gonna do it. Make sure you drop a sub if you guys like what we talked about today. If you guys want to, give Sam some advice or even give me advice. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe Max Holloway's not that great.
Max Holloway's great. I never.
Come on. That's gonna do it, guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.